Hi, Terry here. I've been reading a lot of the posts on Substack the past few days, and I noticed that most of what comes up on my list to read is posts that have something to do with President Trump and the Republicans who are in power in Congress these few years. I have friends who voted for President Trump. I have relatives who voted for President Trump. I did not vote for President Trump. And my friends and relatives know that. And they know that I know that they voted for him. And I read a post on Substack today that asked the question: do you immediately lose respect for people you learn have voted for President Trump? No, I don't lose. I don't think I lose respect. I lose a little bit of confidence in them. I lose a sense of shared values with them. But I don't cut them off. I don't stop talking to them. I don't stop sharing with them my thoughts. I try not to do so in a large group because it would only invite disagreements across the board. And I don't want to cause disagreements. I would like to think that someday my ability to convince them that Trump was the wrong person for this country will happen. That one day they will come to realize the danger of this president. He is an old man. He's 4 years older than I am, but that's an old man. I'm in my mid-70s. And I'm going through cognitive changes. And I admit to that. And I had to resign from my classrooms because of that. Remembering students' names, students' learning profiles, students' attention levels. All of that became more and more difficult. Correcting their hard work, their essays, took more and more time from me. And I didn't give up on providing full responses to their work, but I continued to take all of that time from my family. And I had to admit that my cognitive progressions had exceeded my ability to continue my position as a highly qualified teacher. But back to my friends and relatives who have voted for Trump. I believe their intelligence cannot preclude their recognition of the danger that this man is. I believe that we will see an end to this chaos. We will see a new president in 3.5 years who will return qualified people to very important jobs. I don't want to put people out of my life simply because they voted for Trump. I still believe they are good people. They may be confused, they may have been influenced by others in their lives who encouraged them to continue to vote for a Republican president. I certainly was influenced early in my life to continue to vote for a Democratic president, and I will always continue to do that. Their belief in Trump will never dissuade me from my belief in the Democratic Party, and I don't assume that my belief in my values will influence them either. I just would like all of us to be able to continue the democratic process of having open debates, having calm debates, having a chance to inspect others' points of view, see if we can find a common ground between theirs and ours. That is what I wish for. I don't usually use the word hope for. I believe the ancient Greeks had it right when they said hoping is just waiting for someone else to find an answer. Rather than hope, I say wish, and I work at making wishes come true. I hope you will do that too. I hope those who disagree with me can at least listen to me. I listen to you. I still don't agree with you, but I try very hard to find the goodness in your beliefs. That expression from Buddha, Namaste, the good in me sees the good in you, and that I can respect. So no, I haven't lost respect for people who believe in Trump. I have lost respect for people who believe in Nazism, but I don't believe my friends believe in Nazism. I believe there's some confusion there, just as they're confusing socialism with communism. People make mistakes. People make false assumptions. People have to listen to each other, have to open their minds, be willing to think, at least temporarily, along the other lines, to be sure that those lines are what you reject. It's not a question of respect. It's a question of rejecting. I reject Trump. I reject the senators and Republican congressmen and women who agree with Trump. But they're there to do a job. I hope they have the strength to do a job. Anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest today. I read so many questions about how to deal with people who disagree with you. Deal with kindness. Deal with openness. Deal with compassion. Don't be afraid to be woke. Woke is better than being asleep at the wheel of our country. Be well. Take care of yourself. Take care of others, whether you agree with them politically or not. And be kind. I will. Bye for now.